I'm so excited about today's video because I'm going to be sharing my top 5 favorite foundations of all time. Majority of these foundations have been my favorite for years. Some of them are new in my rotation, but they're just that bomb that they've become one of my favorites.
I'm about handling my business. No time for stress over bullshit. You think success is an option? I'm trying to get this shit poppin' like woo. Big moves. My rules. Y'all heavy on the tweeting. I'll disappear a whole season like woo. Who said they looking for me?
If you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, go ahead, click that subscribe button down below, hit that bell so you're notified as soon as I post a new video, because I'm gonna be coming with some bomb beauty tips, tricks, tutorials for y'all. And before we get into this tutorial, I do wanna talk about my skin type a little bit because I feel like that is important when you're choosing foundations. My skin is combination acne prone, so I do get breakouts. I do deal with hyperpigmentation. It's a lot better than it was in previous years, but I still deal with breakouts every now and again. And I am wearing one of my top 5 favorite foundations in today's video, so you'll have to keep watching to find out which one. So if y'all would like to get into my top 5 favorite foundations, you know what to do. Definitely keep watching. So we're gonna start a little different. We're gonna start in the back and work our way up. So we're gonna start with number 5. So number 5 is going to be the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Luminous Matte Foundation. This foundation retails for $42. You can get it at Sephora. You can get it on hudabeauty.com. This foundation is classified as a luminous matte foundation. I would say it's a lot more on the matte side, and it is the most matte foundation that I'm going to show you guys. I used to be really into matte foundations, but I'm now more so into luminous foundations as I've gotten into my mid-30s. I prefer just a more dewy look, so this foundation definitely impressed me. I have been using this foundation for less than a year, but it is slowly becoming one of my favorites. I mean, it made it to my top 5 list, so that's super crazy. I have this foundation in the shade Mocha 500G. This shade is perfect for me during the fall and winter months, but during the summer, the shade is going to be a little too light. Honestly, I don't even think I would wear this foundation in the summertime. This foundation I love for fall and winter months when it's a little bit colder outside, a little bit drier. I just prefer this foundation. When I tell you this foundation is full coverage, you are going to look beat down, baby. Your face is going to be sitting. You're gonna get so many compliments when you take photos. Your skin is going to look freaking flawless. This foundation is that girl. Literally, if you are looking for something that's full coverage, that's super glam, and you just want to look flawless, this is gonna be the foundation. I prefer wearing this foundation to events like nights or even like a date night I would do if I just wanna look super perfect and I know I'm taking photos. I know this foundation is not gonna let me down. I'm gonna link all the foundations throughout the video so you can purchase via YouTube, or I will link them in the description box down below for you guys as well. So next up at number 4 is going to be the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin. I did a whole video review on this foundation. I did a first impressions. I got this in the shade 25W initially, but I've recently picked up 24N and it is my perfect shade match. I absolutely love this foundation, y'all. If I want my skin to look nice, but not too full coverage, this is gonna be the foundation that I gravitate towards. This foundation is a medium coverage. It has a luminous finish. I love the way that it looks on the skin. Every time I wear this foundation, people think it is literally like a second skin. Like if you don't wear a bunch of concealer and stuff with this, if you just wear this foundation and a little bit of powder, it literally looks like second skin. I know a lot of foundations are overhyped on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, but this one was not an overhype for me. I absolutely love this foundation and I would purchase it again and again. This foundation retails for $42 and you can pick it up at Sephora, y'all. And if you want to see my review on this foundation, I will link it up top for you guys. That way you can see exactly what it looks like on the skin and you don't just have to trust me. You can look at how it applies eyes on that video. So coming in at number 3, we have the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I love this foundation. I have been using this foundation for years. I honestly started using this foundation when Jackie Aina did the collab to come up with better shades for deeper skin tones, and I was able to find a combination that really matches me great. I do have to mix 2 foundations. I have to do that with a lot of different brands to get my perfect shade. I don't mind that, but I know that can get pricey for some people. So if you are the same skin tone as me, then you're going to mix the shades Chai and Spice Rum. And then I love getting 2 foundations because as you get darker or lighter, depending on the season, you can kind of add more of this one, add less of this one to get your perfect shade. So this foundation does retail for $46 at Sephora and Ulta. You can also get it on toofaced.com. This is a medium coverage foundation, y'all. I get so many compliments when I'm wearing this foundation, and this is the foundation that I'm wearing in today's video. It looks absolutely flawless. I have a full tutorial and review on these foundations from years ago. I will link that up top for you guys for you to go check that out. This is my number 3 top foundation, and I absolutely love it. I mean, come on. My face literally speaks for itself. It is freaking flawless, but it's not like super full coverage. You can still get a nice, like, natural look with that foundation depending on if you use a brush or a beauty blender with it. You can really make that foundation as light or as full as you would like it to be. It definitely is buildable. I just realized that a lot of my top 5 favorite foundations have hyaluronic acid in them, and I'm obsessed with that, so that's not surprising to me. So my top 2 favorite foundation, we're getting closer to my absolute favorite. This should be no surprise, the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. This is a matte foundation, y'all. It's described as full coverage on the website, but I would honestly say this foundation is more medium coverage in my opinion. It doesn't ever give me that full like snatch beat down, but it gives me that nice matte, covers all my flaws type of vibe, okay? So this foundation I would wear throughout the summer if I want my face to look freaking flawless. It lasts on my skin. It looks very natural for a matte foundation in my opinion. And I have been using the shade 520 Suede W in this foundation for years. Y'all have seen me use this foundation so many times. I'm not sure if I have a video dedicated exclusively to this foundation, but I have used it in so many videos on my channel. So I will link a video up top where I'm using this foundation so you can check it in action. But this is a holy grail. This foundation I feel like would look bomb on a lot of different people. They have so many different shades, so many different undertones. I absolutely love that. And the powder to go with this foundation, baby, you're gonna be looking good, okay? Now this foundation is a little pricier, y'all. It does retail for $57, but I do feel like it is worth that price point. I know all of my top 5 favorite foundations are not drugstore, and that is just because I feel like when it comes to foundation, you definitely want to invest in a good quality foundation. This is what you're going to be applying directly to your skin. And I feel like if your base looks freaking flawless, your eyeshadow and everything else could be like drugstore or whatever you want it to be. But I do feel like a foundation is a great investment. So I always go for more high quality foundations. So if you're still watching this video right now, I want to just give me a hug. You are freaking bomb, because I really appreciate those of you who take the time to watch my videos from start to finish. I know our attention spans right now in 2024, we want to just go in and out of a video, but I do really enjoy doing a breakdown and talking about my favorite products and kind of why they're my favorite products. I feel like that's important, and I also feel like YouTube used to be about that, but now everything is so, I want it now, I want it quick, you know? So I really do appreciate those of you who watched to this point. And if you did, definitely leave me that double heart emoji. You know what I'm talking about. The 2 hearts and they look like they're going up. Yeah, leave me that emoji. That lets me know you're one of my besties and I love you. So my top favorite foundation of all time, y'all. My number one. This is my number one, okay? NARS Natural Radiant Foundation. I literally cannot express how much I love this foundation. This has been a top favorite of mine for at least the last 6 to 7 years, y'all. I think I was obsessed with MAC foundations before that point, but ever since I got my hands on this NARS foundation, I am obsessed, and only this one. I've tried the other ones. There's like a more recent one that is like a natural reflecting or whatever. I tried that, hate it actually. But this one right here is that girl. If you're looking for a foundation that's luminous, that's long wearing, that's gonna look bomb all day, all night, that's gonna look great photographed, that you're gonna get so many compliments wearing, and it doesn't feel super heavy, this foundation, baby, okay? On clients, I would use this foundation. Like if you're a makeup artist and you can afford to have NARS in your kit, that Natural Radiant Foundation, your clients are gonna love you, okay? They're gonna love you and their skin is gonna look bomb. This is the foundation I would recommend for any and everybody. I absolutely love it, y'all. So this foundation retails for $52 on the Sephora website. I believe that Ulta carries NARS now as well, and you can also get this on the NARS website. This retails for $52, y'all, and it's worth every freaking penny. I use two shades, just like in the Too Faced foundation. I use the shade New Caledonia and also Macau. I mix these to get my perfect shade combination, and I absolutely love these combined. As I mentioned, throughout the year, my skin tone changes, so I do have to mix foundations to get like my perfect vibe. That way, we're matching, baby, okay? We're looking natural and we're matching. And this is a full coverage foundation, so if you're not a full coverage girly, you may not like this, but you could try it out with a beauty blender and see if that shears out the coverage a bit if you prefer a more light to medium coverage. If you're a full coverage girly and you don't have this foundation yet, what are you doing? I've showed this foundation so many times. I've used it so many times. It has been my favorite for years on years on years. So if you're following me, you probably already have that foundation, okay? So those are my top 5 favorite foundations of all time. Did any of those products surprise you? Let me know what your favorite foundations are in the comment section down below. If I haven't tried out that brand yet or that foundation, I might just pick it up and do a video on that foundation next. I want to thank y'all so much for your continued love and support over the years. I truly do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give your girl a big thumbs up. And if you have not already checked out my latest video, what are you doing, baby? Go ahead, click the box right here. I posted a get ready with me video on a step up from a no makeup look. It's like a more soft glam natural type of beat. So definitely go check that out next.